da 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 da. When you light up, yeah, lights all over me.
Check out the L.
What's going on? What's going on? We back on another Sunday of the Transition Talk Show. Uh, Sorry for the small delay. You know, sometimes we have technical problems, but we is here, and we're gonna give you guys a full segment of the Transition Talk Show. Today, man, I have a special guest in the house, man, a good brother of mine, who I've been having an opportunity to watch him develop over the years, and he goes by 94 Baby. What's going on, man?
Appreciate you, man, for having me. First of all, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? All praise be to God. So, everything's everything. December 25th, we got my album, my debut, official album dropping, Voice of the South. So I'm feeling great.
What's the name of the album again? Voice of the South?
Yeah, Voice of the South, man. You know, I'm from Dallas, Texas, Southern. From the South, so it's a lot to say, it's a lot to speak on, and a lot of people ask me what the music about. So
Let's talk about it a little bit, man. You know, I've been knowing you for a while. I remember when I first ran into you. You know what I mean, at the store. And you had your CD, and then I remember I told you, I said, man, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get this CD, but I told you, I said, you know, you gotta put some marketing
right,
behind your business, so you know when you going out here, man, it has a look to
right,
how you promote yourself.
right.
And I watched you probably about like 4 years ago or so.
Yep.
And I've watched you from that point. Like, how much music you put out since then?
I put out a few mixtapes since then. Born Alone, Born Solo, Flood the Streets, and before that was Solo Mod, the first one, like Solo Mod 1.5 was like a mixtape, which is on all platforms. The other ones, they not on our platform. They were just mixtapes, so they merely not out. They was on YouTube, and I kind of snatched them old songs out. And somebody asked me just like last week, literally, they said, "Hey, bro, where catalog go? Where your music go?" It was talking about old music, so
Right.
I was really surprised because it was just early, and I was just doing stuff. I was just doing a lot, just putting out a lot of music, pushing it through the streets without the marketing. When I kind of got a grip of where I wanted to go with it, I just started doing things different. But like 1, 2, 3, about four mixtapes. But right now that's on all platforms. I got like 6 singles, and I got my first mixtape out, Solo Mod 1.5.
Man, how it feel, you know, going through those processes, you know, from then and until now, and seeing the elevation of yourself, you know, and actually what you're receiving now from music. You know what I mean?
Okay. So like, ask it again. Ask again. I want to answer, but I want to answer. I want to answer correct.
Yeah,
So
it's like, you know, it's like the scale. You know,
because that's a good question. First, I'll say that's a good question. That's why I want you to kind of ask it again.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
good
like
question.
the scale. It's like, how do you feel now? You know what I mean? Seeing where you started at
Yeah, it's
to where you at now, and then the work that you had put into it. Like, you know, just from some like burning my own CDs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sitting out on the corner and asking the person, man, hey,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Whatever you can give, man. You know what I mean?
That's-
Listen to this.
Yeah, that process has been amazing, beautiful, because it's nothing come easy, and a lot of people don't like to work or whatever, but once you put the work in, you see the result.
Right.
So when I first started music and now my sound, it's an elevation. It's not just it's different, but it's part of what you call a process.
Right.
So it just came with the process. I didn't see it. I didn't see it evolving how it did, but that's the goal. That was the goal to get better at what you do
What's the ambition, man?
and keep going.
What's truly is your ambition behind it?
Behind music,
Yeah.
my true ambition, like personally, like with music, my ambition behind music, I get moved by real music. So my ambition behind music is what I'm starting to come to senses now. Like, kind of back to the question, people come to me and be like, bro, your music, your song, I've been listening to it for you tape for a whole year straight in my car. You the only person I've been listening to, and you give me chills. And I'm like, and he's like, like you say, 4 years, they'll be like, your first tape. And I'm knowing it years ago, what they talking about, still riding to it. So, not being exposed yet, it'll make you think the work you putting in ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But honestly, the people will come back and let you know, like, it's working. It's just not to your expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the why I say it's beautiful. It's like it's a process worth going through, because hey, if they say it's a treasure at the end, you're gonna keep going.
Yeah. And it's crazy, man, because it's some people, man, who I've had an opportunity, like I said, I've had an opportunity to really watch it.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to have a smile aspect in the grooming of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to have the opportunity to see the consistency of it.
Yeah.
I'm not being me.
Mhm.
And like this show is talking about transitions. I'm not being me if I'm not being able to help those in their transition. If I could potentially help.
I appreciate you for acknowledging that.
Even
I appreciate you for acknowledging that. I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate.
But
appreciate that.
Because I can, because I do have a rapport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
in music.
Man, that is amazing. You ain't have to. Like, I'm just gonna cut your kind, cut your shot, but you ain't have to. It's like, you like, I ain't even know. Like, I feel like I was on the rock. You just came out of nowhere. I'm setting up, found out on 2nd Avenue, pushing promoting the album. Yeah, hey, man, come on. Let's do it. Come on the show, the Manhood Talk Show. I'm like, where I been? I don't even know about it. I've been on the rock, so I had to go check it out, check some interviews out. And I'm like, yeah, this it.
Yeah, it's like, man, when you become that a resource bank.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you are building up an account.
Yeah.
You still have to do the necessary work for people to know that it is a bank that's out there.
Right.
With resources that can help you, you know what I mean, to elevate you on what it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because we putting in a lot of work, Me personally, we I say we, because it's some other individuals that came, added, themselves part of the process, and I just appreciate them keeping me, just being part of the team. So, the resources of the bank, man, I appreciate you for just tapping in, because we've been putting in a lot of work. A lot of people don't. It's safe to say a lot of people don't reach out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you for taking the time out and acknowledging the grind, the consistency. Yeah.
I mean, but and it is more than that, man. I've had an opportunity to get to know you on just more than music, because life has allowed us to bump heads so many times.
Right. True indeed.
You know what I
True
mean?
indeed.
People, artists and stuff, they only see what we portray.
Exactly.
But they don't see us as a human being or as an individual. And on an individual, level, I've had an opportunity to see you as a person, and to really see how, as a man, you're striving to be more of a man. And you have children and you're trying to teach something different.
Exactly.
As a young father.
Right.
You're looking at holding your own companies and your businesses and stuff.
True.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I wouldn't be me.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And it's like, as 2022 closed, it's lately, honestly, if I can be honest, I can be pretty honest. A lot of people this been happening. Like, this the first time, like, for us, is transitioning for us, podcasts, entertainment, but the people, like you say, personally, people like that personally know me, just seen it, give me, what they say these days, your flowers, like, keep and just tell me keep going, keep grinding, like, I'm seeing it, I'm watching it, I'm seeing it, it's working, and I just appreciate you, and everybody else that keep, they just tap in, and everybody that been lately, it's just been happening, so it let me know to go in the next year, You know, and that's why we dropping a album on Christmas, cause we going into a new time.
It's just things about it, man, that I want to see. You know, you guys, man, excel. I want to see you guys who I know, who don't just have just a passion for music, but have a passion for life. And man, also being a good example out here.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate that too.
You know what I mean? To give them that help that they need in order, man, to show the young opposite ways and better ways, you know what I mean, and have good role models to be able to look up in things that they want to do. Yeah. So if I don't help you be able to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm
glad you spoke on that. I'm glad you spoke on that, because a lot of, when I said what I just said, and a lot of them people that be motivated, that come to me, it be a lot of youngsters. A lot of young dudes come to me like, man, they be like positive, like keep going, or you it's uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could tell that they getting a positive, like you giving out positive energy and giving out positive. They coming back with positive feedback, like for themselves, like come and tell me what I'm starting to do this, whoop. So that's the result in what we doing and the goal.
We're gonna go to a quick video, man, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna dive in a little bit deeper, man. We're gonna let them know who 94 Baby is.
That's a bit.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, know the bag. Get it. What that is? Four. Let's see you go. Bad. Let's see you gonna run it back. Let's see you know the bag. You know the vibe. Live when we lit and we live. Woo! Hey, what the fuck, man? Look, man, we got orders to make, man. What y'all out here for? Hey, man, where your khakis at, man? You know you supposed to be in the dress code. What you mean? Where your khakis at? What y'all ass in cook, man? We need food, man. Come on, make the order, man. Really? Come on, man. Hey, bro, we on our break. What you talking about, man? No break, man. Come on, you just got here, bro. You want to see us live, not work. Look at me, America. Sean Cool is living. Get y'all ass in here and make these orders, man. Come on, man. Whoa. Come on, man. They're unprofessional, man. Come on. I got next on that diet, man. Oh, my sweat. Tuck your shirt in. Yeah, get in there and cook them burgers, man. Come on in.
I hate it. Trigger A made it.
How we gonna do it, Trigger A? Yeah. Big brothers, you know. Yeah.
Live and we lit. Lit and we live. Who the coldest? Sub-Zero Fro, bitch, I'm frozen. Wait, let me strike a pose. You looking at a worker, oh, you know this. Bitch, I'm reloaded, dodging these shots, and I'm dodging this salt. Bitch, you can't stop my routes. Bitch, you can't melt my frost. You are employee on my boss. Turn your drip into salt. Bitch, I'm cooler like Pooler. Turn the mic to a nice scoosh. Yeah, I've been on a potion lately. They patiently wait, and I know that they hating on my cool motherfucker with my conversation. Cool shit out my mouth, call it condensation.
I'm on the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide, I'm so raw. Bro, so cold, got the mic on frost. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide, I'm so raw. Bro, so cold, got the mic on frost.
Ayy, let me talk my shit. Your Tullibo hoes, y'all can eat my shit. With a pound of gravy on it and a swig of piss. Clock your ass with some tissue, don't forget the rinse. You can call me Jack, break it down Titanic. Break it hard and squeeze, no time to panic. Fly off to the moon on the country Aladdin. I can't help it, I just do it, it's a badass habit. Big blunts rolled up and I feel fantastic. King Kong, ding dong, in your BM fanny. False teeth out of mouth, smooth talk your granny. Velveteen rub in the bedsheet fabric. I'm cold with the flow, this shit ain't funny. Kiss your boo with my verse, coochie still like honey. Now she wanna get me like Shed this Sunny. I ain't got no money.
On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide, I'm so raw. Bro, so cold, got the mic on frost. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide, I'm so raw. Bro, so cold, got the mic on frost. I'ma kill beat to my show, no Peter Rick shit like guys on fights in the city. Can't stand hoes, I'm focused, icky figures or fake ass bros coming at the record with me, trying to make the bag fat like double D titties. Stacking money, so it be the opposite of minute. Haters keep me laughing like Long Beach Griffin. Give them like a workflow, let's get busy on the track. I be sinister, hit it with finishers. Listeners looking like they caught the whip. It's in the business of vinegar, mixed it with it. No king of shit, jaws ripping. You getting served balls. If you say I don't go hard, I'm flipping birds. I'm here to put in work and get what I deserve. If you messing with progression, nigga, we can see you getting hurt. You hit the dirt, I'm looking, make it disturbed. Hoping lesson learned, don't fuck with the fire, you getting burned. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide, I'm so raw. Bro, so cold, got the mic on frost. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide on the song so raw. Bro so cold, got the mic on frost. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide on the song so raw. Bro so cold, got the mic on frost. On the mic, putting in work like a boss. Words to the haters, have sauce, not salt. Triple homicide on the song so raw. Bro so cold, got the mic on frost.
When you light up, yeah, lights all over
All right, we back. We back on the Trainsition Talk Show with my special guest, 94 Baby. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? 94 baby. What's to the south?
Man, you know, it's funny, man, because the way that you came, the way that I met you coming into the music, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you was that person, man, that was doing that old school, you know, fresh out the trunk.
Trunk,
You know what I mean?
yeah, nah, for real. You know, shout out to all the legends, you know, especially from the, down south.
Yeah, and you know, and the deal that I had always tried to teach people was this is what's called, man, public relations. This is how you allow the people to know who you are on a hand-to-hand level, on a hand-to-hand combat level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And really allow people to know that what I'm trying to do, man, I really believe in myself.
Myself, right.
You know, and
True.
if you, and I never forget, man, you were like, man, give me a CD, you know what I mean? If you ain't got this, just give me anything you can give me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, he got his whole sales pitch down, but
Yeah.
you got to get this CD down, you know? And it was like, man, to see that, I'll never forget when I saw you again, I said, dang, he got a cover. You know what I mean?
Hold on, man. You remember before I had a cover?
Yeah.
That's when I was just passing it. You literally, dang.
You know what I mean? So
that was, and I knew that. I'm thinking, like I said, I thought it was the first tape, because I know you always done supported since I started.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the first with the cover, and you said, this time you got a cover.
Yeah.
I ain't know you were the one when I first, before I had burned them up on my laptop.
Yeah, you just had it written up on a black mark.
Bought some CDs that I found out and burnt them on my laptop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, so to be able to see that, man, and to see the growth and development, but not even that, man. Like, one of the things about me, because music is big with me, but it's not all of me. You know what I mean? What I strive to do in my community, what I strive to do in my home, you know, what I strive to do, you know, on a city, state, national base. Yeah, it has a lot to do with my humanitarian work. You know what I mean? Humanitarian work. It's like, I remember when we was on early morning calls with each other.
Yep. Shout out to Miss Natalie.
Yeah, with Natalie Burks, you know what I mean? And we was just having devotional time and really pouring into each other, you know, and giving each other a good words of inspiration for about like an hour before the day started. And I said, man, 94 up on here. You know? Yep. Then I go over to the tax office. I'm like, dang, this boy everywhere. You know?
Yep.
So it was just something that allowed me to know that, man, it's something that you can do. Yeah. It's a way that you can help, but just pay attention to understand how. You know, and even as life begins to develop or unfold for me, you know what I mean? Then it's like when your cup begins to full up, then it runs over. Then now you have what could potentially now flow into somebody else. Probably.
Yeah, you can be a helping hand.
Exactly. So you know, it's like, man, that's a place that where I naturally see myself at now.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's one thing to say, hey man, come on to the show, you know, and man, let's talk about your music and let's get it out there. Right. But it's another thing to say, hey man, I got some people that I want you to meet. Yeah. You know, and I believe that, man, they can really help you excel. Yeah. In your career. Yeah. You know, they can help you develop the sound that you're looking for. They can help you get the images that you need. They can help you create the visuals, you know, all in place you in the atmosphere that you have worked for. Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I got a few people, man, who I've already talked to. You know, I don't know if one would be here. He's supposed to probably stick his head through the door. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, but nah, man, I really want to help you.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. That's great. I got nothing but gratitude, man. I'm just happy to be noticed, to be acknowledged, to be respected, and I'm eager to, to take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
So, man, I appreciate you as much because, it's worth it's worth going. The work I put in is worth whatever it's going through because the result is always worth it. And one thing about it, like you say, music, you're not all about music, and it's not all about music. We don't, we probably don't express it as artists much that it's not all about music, but humanitarian. That's like, to me, that's every. I may be wrong. That's every artist's intent is to touch the people in a good way.
Yeah.
Every artist, in my opinion. So maybe artists don't feel the need to express what it is, but with me, that is very important to people. Like I came up with some ideas, some things some programs. I feel like once I become at a certain stage in life, certain amount of success where I can pour in, like you say, the cup overflow, then I can pour into others.
Right.
I got a few programs, I got a few ideas myself that I plan on doing to contribute to, as many people as possible. As far as I go in life, that's as far as many people. That's as many as people I'm trying to, touch.
See, one of the things that I learned, man, is that like even when we began to work on doing an event, the manhood experience, I had to think about the experiences that men have and the experience that younger men I have and that's under me and the potential reasons why. And how could I be of a service and being able to help those experiences be better.
Right.
Because if you can help those experiences be better, they'll help the next experience be better.
Right.
And it's only just it's not trying to say I want to change the world. It's being able to say, man, if I can take that one.
Yeah.
Because one has the potential to go into everything.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Without one, the others don't start.
Indeed.
You can't start at 3 without one.
Indeed.
You get what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So it's like being able to really touch one.
Yeah.
And and being and really, being genuine about it and being open about it and teaching in a format that, man, they would really understand it. I was telling a friend of mine about Lil Mike. And Lil Mike wanted to like hottest, people around here in the clubs, you know what I mean, as far as a hype man, right?
Yeah.
And I can remember when Houston and Dallas had the big concert at the fair, right?
Yeah.
So one of the after parties, I was throwing one of the after parties.
Yeah.
Right. So I had Mike as being my hype man.
Yeah.
So
turn it up.
Every artist that was on that card, I gave a contract to. And I gave him half the money up front, business, right?
Yeah.
Even him. And I can never forget, he told me, he said, man, big bro, he said, man, ain't nobody never gave me no contract or gave me no money up front. And I told him that if we don't teach each other how to do business right, we'll always be set to do things wrong.
Wrong, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I've always had that because I've been in these shoes. You know what I mean? I've been through them.
Yeah.
So it was like,
I like that.
Yeah. So it was like, how can I make it better?
Yeah.
How can I do something, man, you know what I mean, that's going to allow us to, man, train each other better, teach each other better, and
each
do
one
business
teach
with
one.
each one.
Right.
Do business with each other better. And how does that look? Because if I never been in it and understand how it look, how I'm going to ever know how to do it or accept it?
Yeah.
And
once
have
it
to be willing.
And once it get rolling,
somebody have
that's
to be
amazing.
willing to be that teacher and be willing, you know what I mean, to, man, show something that's going to really teach the success that you're talking about. Yeah. Because success is not hard to achieve.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
It really isn't. Like you say, it just take, right, you circle around the right people and you got the right focus, it's going to happen. And one thing about environments, if you surround around the right people, unintentionally you'll do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so simple about success. And now I'm starting to go into, like, I'm going into the new year with surrounding myself around people that's doing, safe to say, better than me.
Right.
You know, doing something that I'm going where I'm trying to go and not where I'm trying to stay away from.
Willing to not be the smartest person in the room. No
Willing, yeah, not to be the smartest person in the room because I want to grow. You know,
Yeah.
I wanna get out there, but I'm from a place where, you know, it's not a lot of, you don't see a lot of ways out. You just hear a lot about a lot of ways out, and you know, you try things, but you can be around a lot of. You gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out your comfort zone. That's what exactly what the word I was searching for. You gotta get out the comfort zone. So getting out the comfort zone has been the best thing that got me to where I'm at now. But even more so, it's like, okay, now what's next? Is keep getting out your comfort zone.
Staying open means all your possibilities, not closing yourself up. You know what I mean? Being willing to really walk out there blindly.
Yeah.
Not feeling like I got it or I know it all.
Yeah.
I can say I want it all, but I ain't gonna have it all if I feel like I know it all.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Sometimes you have to be willing to be clueless in order for some things to come to you.
Yeah, that's what the game be feeling like sometimes, you know.
But it don't make us no fools and no dummies because we're gonna educate ourselves and we're gonna get the knowledge about this.
And that was so pure for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like to still, that was, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I when you said what you said, come whoop, whoop, and I talked to my girl. I said I thought I was finna sit and watch them do something, but I think when I clicked on the video, I said, oh, I'm in it. I'm finna be.
Yeah.
But you know, but it was off the, you know, the genuineness and the pureness you come out for. I'm like, you say come be a part of. You need me to come through. Of course, let's do it. You know, so.
And it's understanding and recognizing the work that you are already doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And allowing you know, for you to be able to see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? From the eyes of another. See, it's not that you don't know that you're doing it, but sometimes it can look like things are in dark spaces. You know what I mean? Because it seems like ain't no light shed on it.
Right.
But when another person tell you that they see it, then you understand that it's been light, it's been shed, it's been seen.
And exactly what's going on.
So now it's about, you know, moving it further into it. You know, and if you had, like I said, if you had the capacity to be able to do that, why not do that? You know, what is it gonna hurt? What is it gonna hurt me to help you?
It wouldn't hurt at all. It's just a benefit. The table will turn into good favor. It's like, you know how this is good. Like I say, surround a person or a thing around a lot of good things. Unintentionally, a good thing will happen. So I appreciate it for it. It feel like life's being shitty. You know what I'm saying? I know this is one of those. So this is very appreciated, and I'm glad I can be one of those pieces. I don't think everybody come off, but I think I'm glad to be that motivation. A lot of people come up, tell me, and we'll talk, and they be like, man, I had that one talk with you. Ever since then, you know. So for you to see that what you give off is what I give off, and I appreciate you for saying that, because that is a goal of mine, to be, you know, a help. You know, even when you're in a dark, it seems like being a person that want to help when you trying to get somewhere. It seems like you're not trying to mess with nobody or not link in with nobody, but your whole intent is still you still operate as if you are still doing all that. Yeah. And for me, that's how I am. You know, that's what my process in my career being, just helping people, not too many people, for as like making them artists, but helping communicating. Like, they look at an artist like a counselor sometimes, and you would be surprised how many conversations I had with people, and it just uplifted them. They just like,
I mean, it's dope, man. You know, it's like, I appreciate that about life.
Yeah.
I appreciate every step that set the stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate everything that gave the platform.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a process.
It did, yeah, it definitely
It came from how you said dark spaces, you know. But those dark spaces is nothing but, you know, the place of birth. You get what I'm saying?
That was deep. Yeah,
so it feels as though, however it feels, but those are just feelings that's just creating. You know what I mean? Before the birth happens.
Creating the whole magic.
So I have to be able to
creating
appreciate
the
that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Appreciate everything I go through. You know what I mean? And
that's
how
God
makeup
works.
that's making me up.
That's how God
to
works.
become all that I'm gonna be in this light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once I birth all that I am, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I appreciate man seeing somebody.
Yeah.
That like consistently.
Yeah.
Never lose that grind or that tenacity about, man, this is what I want.
Yeah, and I can't. And I can't. It's like it's not a plan B for me. Like I was arguing with somebody the other day. They were like, man, cause you know I got like 100,000 views on YouTube with a single, but there's just one song. It ain't succeeding how everybody else succeeding. So I had a person like, man, you been selling CD about 5-6 years. Ooh. And for somebody to that was I could have took it negative.
Right.
In the conversation, it was a argument. Like, you know, somebody they wasn't trying to dance. They were just like, you could have took it as doubt. But once you understand, it's another person coming to you saying, man, when you gonna make your next music, next song, or your next thing, it's like a process is showing you, okay, you working on something.
Yeah.
You building something.
Yeah.
And what you building, it ain't done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's clear. You know what I'm saying? So for one, I like I gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, it's just no plan B. You gotta keep going because to understand a process like this is to understand that it's not gonna happen overnight. And when it happen, it's gonna happen. So it's gonna overflow.
Yeah.
So keep going through it. And so you know,
I mean,
you gotta stay consistent. You know, it's like
it's crazy, man, because for one, I like the fact that you're an entrepreneur.
Gotta keep grinding.
You know what I mean? I like that you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And in music, and you have other businesses that you
Yep, clothing line.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In order for you to be able to give yourself everything that you need to do what it is that you see yourself becoming, right? And I'm gonna say this, man. It's not overnight, but it is overcoming.
I like that word, overcoming.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the moment that you realize that, man, all the work that you did, all that you've been through, built you up to be able to know that you're an overcomer.
Right.
At that moment, it comes.
Yeah. At that moment, it comes.
At that moment, it comes.
Man, I love God, though. You know, God be leading the way for me. That's why I started music. Just that faith, you know, them dark spaces. You know what I'm saying? God will put you there. That'll be God. He'll shake you up, ball you up, throw you in the dark. And you will think you lost, and the whole time, 5-6 years later, you understand that the dark space you was in was the birth of, you know, your gift.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what it's all about, man. It's like, man, understanding, having that type of belief in yourself, having that type of, you know, awareness about yourself. You know, and not stopping. Something has to see it if it never stopped.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to realize it's been seen. You also got to realize that, man, you know, your overcoming, man, is always right around the corner.
Yep. You know, overcome. You know why I like that word, overcoming? The label is Solo Mob Entertainment, and I created that name off an acronym. Solo. It was like a nickname that I went by my grandma, like Solo. She made fun of, but I made it a name. I took it in deep thought, and I'm like, yeah, Solo, because you know how it is from the hood. But in actuality, once I came to my own senses and came to grip about it, and I took it in depth, Solo, it's a form of overcoming. You know, it's a form of overcoming a dark space to just to connect to it. That's why I like the word overcoming. You using them like salvation, overcoming a lasting oppression for our people. That's self-explanatory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So solo and a lot of people. I feel like when you say solo mob or mind of brilliance, MOB, it's like that's overcoming. You know what I'm saying? So I just that's what I am. That's what I'm about. A lot of people ask, what's your music about? Or what does your clothing line mean?
Yeah.
Overcoming. Perseverance. That's what the message be. Overcoming.
Man, we're gonna go to another quick video. And then, man, we're going to be right back with my boy 94 Baby. Y'all
yes,
stay
sir.
I'm having my way with it. 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 Big old bowl. Got a big old bag. Smell like money. Know the bitch gon' break. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. Got shooters on deck. Bitch better not play with me. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. 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 That's how I do. Big old ball. Watch how I move. These sticks got pounds. Kinda hard to man. Bitch better not play with me. Young nigga do damage. And big dog paper. Pockets on sumo. Too much one big. So I pull it over 2-0. I like mine's a twin. That's a Kodak Express. Little bitch tryna fuck. Told her come get bled. I'm having my way with it. 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 Big old ball. Got a big old bag. Smell like money. Know the bitch gon' break. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. Got shooters on deck. Bitch better not play with me. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it.
So what's up, bro? Who is you? What you want?
Dope Poppy, I finally caught up to your fat ass.
What's up? What you here for?
Hey man, check this out. You gotta leak out on your Kosher Nostra. I need 50,000 within a week. I'll be back to holler at you.
I'm having my way with it. 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 Big old ball. Got a big old bag. Smell like money. Know the bitch gon' break. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. Got shooters on deck. Bitch better not play with me. I'm having my way with it. 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 I do what I want. Gotta ask the nigga. Drippin' design. High fashion nigga. Lot of ice in the wire. Make her hard not to play. She gon' eat me alive. Know the bitch got jelly. Lead up with the plug. He gon' give me the edge. Got it off 1 week. Money made in my sleep. Nigga talking about plays. What's in it for me? We gon' sell it for high. We gon' get it for cheap. I'm having my way with it. 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 Big old ball. Got a big old bag. Smell like money. Know the bitch gon' break. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. Got shooters on deck. They better not play with me. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it. I'm having my way with it.
When you light up, yeah, lights all over me.
And we back on the Trainsition Talk Show. I have a good friend of mine, man, that done came through. And I was talking about him earlier to you. I'm gonna let him introduce himself to you. You know what I mean? He can tell you some things that we talked about.
Yes, sir.
Tell him who he is, man.
Man, It's your boy Perry. I'm in the building. I'm a producer, songwriter, vocal producer, so speaker. So we just building platforms. My boy asked me to pull up and come check out the young talent. I'm like, let's do it. Let's try to build with it. You know, that's all. That's what I'm about, building.
So
growth. He told me he was on a mission of growth. So it's like I've been doing this for well over 20 years. So it's like, let's see where our expertise can kind of unite and see what we can build from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm Don Perry on all platforms. Y'all go follow the kid, man. Instagram, Perry on Facebook.
So, man, this is what it's about.
I done heard about Perry. Man, nice to meet you, man. It's a pleasure, man. What's the phone introduction? I heard it. I done heard Don Perry.
Man, that's what it. I mean, this what it's about, man. It's about us helping each other create better experiences.
Yeah.
To actually, you know what I mean, infuse the dreams to come out. You know what I mean? And like I said, you know, I'm smiling from ear to ear because I know, you know what I mean, the ethnic of this young man, but I also know the work of this young man. And
20 years, it's a lot of work.
To be able, man, to really, you know, be able to just say, hey, man, look, here's somebody who's ready.
Yeah.
Here's somebody who has that tenacity. Here's somebody who has that hunger. Who's somebody who has that dedication. But here's somebody who actually just need that uplift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of time, that's all that's needed.
And pretty much.
The uplift.
You know what I mean?
Guidance.
And it's just the source and being able to put people in the right places to become the right things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, man, just to be able to extend a hand. You know what I mean? To help a hand.
Yeah.
That's all that it's about, bro. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I want to see now, you know, like, I'm talking about 5 years. I'm gonna show you something, bro. Almost 5 years I've been watching this young man.
A high five piece, y'all.
Huh?
I said a high five piece, y'all.
5 years. First time I seen him, man, was in front of Little World.
Yeah, that a long
You know
time.
what I mean? He was in the back of his trunk, had his car right here, by the door. You know what I mean? Hey, man, give him a seat. Clean pitch.
Pop trunk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the work, and you know, for an artist and not knowing who I was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to then try to groom him right then. Still buy it, but then I'm gonna give you this game for me buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the very next time that I seen him, he was up on Hatchet in front by Family Dollar, and that became like his setup place. Yeah. It's like he owned that spot right there. Where I'm gonna push my music. I'm gonna make my music happen right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But every time I seen him, I seen the elevation of it. But I also seen he working alone.
Yeah.
Building
and implementing, doing what he can with it.
So sometimes you got to realize, man, I have to be able to work alone and understand the help that I really do need.
Yeah.
And then the understanding I'm willing to receive it.
Yeah.
Because I came to that place to where now I have to go into a room that I'm not the best.
Yeah. In order to become my best.
In order to become.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, man, being able to now place him into that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
And it's levels, it's elevation. So,
yeah.
And then you talking about my particular. I'm from South Dallas, born and raised. Yeah. So, that's, you know, I'm looking to see anything. You know, that's what we own right now. Yeah. The city. You know, we've gone places throughout the journey of my career and gone and seen things and done things, but it's like it's really about Dallas now. Yeah. Dallas, the spotlight is on Dallas for the first time, and I want to say eternity.
Right.
So
I told him.
You know what I'm saying? We got the complete spotlight on us as a city right now. So even so, you know, probably the hottest city in this whole market right now. So It's like, that's, you know, we just kind of taking that to the bank, and collaborations with the best artists, you know what I'm saying, on top of what you already been building. So you got to imagine if you call this area and y'all develop that relationship and that rapport from a CD.
Yeah.
You got to imagine how many other people you touched from setting up shop and kind of
Exactly.
You know, it's thousands of people that are aware.
The people, thousands. The people, yeah.
That's what you was talking about while we was on break like this. I touched the people, and that's how you touch them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a word for that. It's like street-level marketing. But that's what street teams did originally.
Yeah.
You was on the bully getting it out the mud, and it's like, that's that street-level marketing. That's that groundwork. And it seemed like it done paid off. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
been paying off for not only you but your artists.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that, man. Just from building it from, you know, just building from self.
Yeah.
You know, building on yourself, refining yourself, and then having the dedication because you don't make sales every day.
Right. Exactly.
But to come the next day and say, you know what, I'm gonna
do it again.
I need to move my location. He said he saw you one spot. You know, relocated. Like I need to.
You do that. Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah.
So you had to kind of do that.
In the best time be. Sometimes I came up with a plan. I got one plan to do that, and while this working, I'm trying to go do something else. You know, use Philo can do the same thing, but let me try and slice it up. You know, hit out the whole city in one day. Yeah. That even work. You know, like for young orders, if y'all trying to see cities you in one spot, try 4-5 spots in one day and see the result in it. You know.
Yeah.
So that showed me from the business aspect how much opportunity. And other things, and I was just able to catch an aspect of how many people you can reach and what you can do. Yeah. And it's just been a great experience, even though it ain't blew up, but the experience been feeling, like you say, when you touching them people, the people let you know, keep going, it's working. Yeah.
Man,
you know,
again.
That's what I want to do.
Keep touching the people.
That's what I want to do. So when it's coming back, I feel like I couldn't see what bro was saying. We were like, what you said? 4-5 years cities, touching these people, this is working. You know, I accept it, and to what the conversation I've been having lately with certain people, and just telling myself to realization like, okay, I done became everything I want to be, just not to my expectations. Yeah, you know, I'm a father. You know, I'm a family. Like I'm family origin. I'm in charity, you know, like businessman. Yeah. Everything is not to my expectations. I might be the brokest entrepreneur, but guess what? I'm an entrepreneur, and broker would be the wrong word because if I go by what I say, you can't use broke because broke could be used as a spirit word, and you don't want to. We rich, you know. We rich. We rich, you know, with spirit. So. Just my mindset.
That's how you keep growing.
I feel like it's gonna work, and
it's working.
It's working.
I'll pray be to God. I'll pray be to God. You know, it's Sunday still, so I went to church. God real.
In the blessing business.
Yeah, in the blessing. Yeah, God real.
And that's what it's all about, man. It's about learning, man, how to be a link to become a chain. But I first have to go through everything it takes to become a strong link. In order to be able to link to something just as strong, right? To become a stronger chain, you know what I mean? And man, you done did that, you know. And for me, it is nothing at this point to say I'm willing, more than willing, to pour into someone who I know, you know what I mean? Like at some places we have to be willing to pass torches, and that's something that elders haven't learned to do yet. So in my generation, we can't be like the elders before us and don't know how to pass torches. Yeah. And for us to already, while we're young and we're still working, to go ahead and still pass torches. And as you say, you know what I mean, give each other their roses, you know. So, man, but we're going to be right back. We're going to go to a video and we'll be right back.
Connect the dots.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm a grindaholic, yeah, 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 I'm a grindaholic. 30, kill the beat. All I do is shot by billions. When I'm spitting what I'm living, he gon' show you so you feel it. Full up, give me Chevy gon' bang. Stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my game. I'ma swing, I'ma swing, I'ma swing. Full up, give me Chevy gon' bang. Stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my game. I'ma swing, I'ma swing, I'ma swing.
Pull up, give it to me, Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, here to stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, give it to me, Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, here to stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, give it to me, Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, here to stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, give it to me, Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, here to stay in your lane. When you wanna holler, I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Back on the scene, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. When I pull up that B-Sweet game, we set the bar and the damn thing chain. But the pain and the reels on the screen stay lit. If you getting mad over you, don't trip. All about the cash, I stack, I flip. Get out the gas, stay off my tip. Been on the grind as my homeboy clip. Texas made, man, we got them whips. Chevy shaking high, gotta watch for them dips. Beat so hard, so you know where it kill. Turn the bass to the max, vibrate the whole whip. I just might swing down for the 5 style. I just might swerve my way to the knob. This from people that love them cars. Had to drop another so you know who we are. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Chevy's hitting high, I swing with it. Top of my class, I'm cold with it. Beat so hard, they swerve with it. Shut down the street, we show did it. Decal show us who we are. I pull sit down, I'ma rap my squad. Hot wheels, we got all them cars. Cops pull up, we ain't broke no laws. Different colors, crayon box. 32s and some got shocks. Flat screens, ain't no room in the trunk. Old school, I'm in love with dunk. My homeboy pan gon' flip 3 times. Wait your time, don't break this line. Car show, yeah, my team gon' shine. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing.
Everything Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been about a holler, I'ma rap my game. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swing. Everything Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been about a holler, I'ma rap my game. I'ma swing.
Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing. Pull up, everything but Chevy gon' bang. Whip stay clean, had to stay in your lane. Been they gonna hard like I'ma rap my gang. I'ma swerve, I'ma swing, I'ma swerve, I'ma swing.
Swerve, swing, 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 swerve, swing.
When you light up, yeah, lights all over.
All right, we back. Man, we at the end of the show. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, man. Don, man, appreciate you, man, for stopping through for the surprise, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, 94 baby, this is just the beginning, bro.
Yeah, man, I appreciate
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do everything like I told you. I'm gonna do what I can. You know what I mean? But let everybody know how they can reach them, man.
On all platforms, well, social medias, all social media platforms, you can tap in at official 94 baby. You could tap in. Make sure you follow the label page, Solo Mob Entertainment, For My Family Records. No underscores, just straight Solo Mob ENT or number 4 My Family Records. We got a few more artists: 4 Baby, Solo Mob Fresh, Solo Mob Turk, Solo Mob Turk. You know what I'm saying? He just dropped the project. You order little bro. Check him out, Southside. December 25th, we dropping Voice of the South. We got some heavy hitters on the album. We got 2 of my artists, Solo Mob Turk, Solo Mob Fresh. We got a neighborhood superstar from Dallas, Texas, new artist, OG Riri on the track. Single coming soon with the video. And we got the legend on it. I know some of y'all know, a lot of y'all don't. But the legend is on the album. Shout out Mo 3, long live Mo 3. And it's going to be a great project. Appreciate Dallas on L.
So what's up, man? You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all again. Tune in next week on another edition of the Trainsition Talk. So before we leave, man, let me go ahead and let you guys know December the 17th, the Manhood Experience, we have postponed it until March. Again, the Manhood Experience, we postponed it until March. I'm believing the projected date will be March the 11th, but we'll continuously give you guys more information. We're going to continuously build it up. And we're going to continuously, man, move this mission about manhood and the experiences that we're having and transitioning those to great experiences. See y'all next week.
Salute.
When you light up, yeah, lights all over you.
seem like I turned my back, but it's far from true. How could I ever turn my back on the chosen few? So what I do, look at me. In a picture was bittersweet.